Let me paint a picture for you. You're talking to a girl you like, the conversation is decent, nothing went wrong. You didn't say anything offensive, you weren't rude, you weren't weird. By every measure, it was a normal interaction. But something felt off, and you could feel it. That quiet, uncomfortable feeling that she wasn't fully interested, that her energy was a little flat, that she was polite but not pulled in. And you walked away confused because you couldn't point to one thing you did wrong. Here's what nobody tells you. Most of what communicates your value to a woman has nothing to do with what you say. It's not your words. It's not your jokes. It's not even the topics you bring up. It's the stuff underneath all of that. The way you carry yourself before you open your mouth, the way you react when something unexpected happens, the energy you walk into the room with, the small, quiet, almost invisible behaviors that her brain is reading in real time, whether she's conscious of it or not. Women are wired to pick up on these things. It's not something they think about or analyze, it's instinct. And those instincts are constantly scanning, not for what you're saying, for what you're showing, for what your behavior is communicating about who you are and how you feel about yourself. And most guys, good guys, smart guys, genuinely decent guys, are leaking low-value signals constantly, not because they're actually low value, but because nobody ever showed them what those signals looked like and how to stop sending them. That's what this video is about. 7 silent things that make you look low value without saying a single word. And more importantly, the shift for each one. Because once you see these things, you can't unsee them. And once you fix them, your entire presence changes. Let's get into it. Number 1, you react to everything immediately. This one is subtle, and it's everywhere. Someone says something unexpected and you immediately respond. Someone sends a message and your reply is there in seconds. She says something slightly edgy and your face instantly shows whether it landed or didn't. Everything that comes at you gets an immediate, unfiltered, automatic reaction. And here's what that communicates. It communicates that you have no filter between stimulus and response, that whatever comes in immediately affects you, that you are, in a very real sense, being controlled by what happens around you, rather than operating from an internal center. Think about the men you've seen who have that undeniable presence, the ones who seem calm, collected, almost unbothered in a grounded way. What's one thing they all have in common? They don't react immediately. Something happens and there's a pause, a breath, a moment where they process before they respond. And that pause, that tiny invisible gap between what happens and how they respond, is one of the most powerful signals of emotional strength there is. It says, I am not controlled by my environment. I choose my responses. Compare that to the guy who reacts to everything instantly. Every laugh cue he jumps on, every awkward silence he rushes to fill, every question he answers before it's even fully asked. That energy reads as anxious. It reads as someone who needs the interaction to go well so badly that he can't afford to pause. And anxiety, bro, even quiet anxiety, reads as low value every single time. The fix is simple, and it doesn't require you to be cold or robotic. Just slow down. Next time she says something, wait one full beat before responding. Let the moment breathe. Let there be a second of space. You'll be shocked at how much more weight your words carry when they're not fired off instantly. Slow responses signal security, and security signals value. Number 2, your body apologizes for taking up space. Walk into any room and watch people. Some guys walk in like they're interrupting something. Shoulders slightly forward, steps a little too fast, eyes scanning to check if anyone noticed. They sit down and immediately make themselves smaller. Legs together, arms in, back slightly hunched. Their whole body language is sending one quiet message on loop. I'm sorry for being here. I hope I'm not bothering anyone. And the worst part is most of these guys have no idea they're doing it. It's not a conscious choice. It's a habit built from years of trying not to stand out, not to be judged, not to take up too much space in case someone decides you don't deserve it. But here's the truth. The way you occupy physical space is one of the first things a woman's brain registers when she sees you. Before you say a word, before she hears your voice, her brain has already started forming an impression based entirely on how you carry your body. And a man who physically apologizes for existing, who makes himself small, who moves like he's trying to be invisible, that registers as low value immediately and automatically. The high value signal is the opposite. Not arrogance, not swagger, not performed confidence, just ease. The ease of a man who is comfortable taking up the space he's in. Shoulders back naturally, not forced, movement that's unhurried, sitting in a chair like you're allowed to be there, standing still without fidgeting, walking without rushing. Here's a quick check you can do right now wherever you are. Are your shoulders pulled slightly forward? Are you holding tension in your jaw? Are your feet moving or bouncing? These are all physical signs of low-grade anxiety that your body is broadcasting. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, plant your feet, feel the ground under you. That simple reset changes how you present yourself entirely. And when a woman sees a man who is physically at ease with himself and his surroundings, that registers as someone who is used to being comfortable. And comfort in yourself is deeply, silently attractive. Number 3, you laugh at things that aren't funny just to keep the peace. Okay, this one is going to hit some people hard, but it needs to be said. You know that laugh, the one that isn't real, the one that comes out when someone says something and you're not sure how to respond, so you just kind of chuckle. The haha, yeah, for sure laugh. Guys do this constantly, especially around women they're attracted to. She says something, and even if it didn't land, even if it wasn't that interesting, they laugh anyway. Because it feels safe, because agreeing and going along feels like it keeps the interaction warm and moving. But here's what she's registering on the other side of that fake laugh. She's registering that you're performing, that your reactions aren't authentic, that you're managing her experience of you rather than actually being present with her. And performed reactions, even small ones, create a wall. They create distance between who you actually are and who you're showing her, and she can feel that distance, even if she can't name it. The man who is genuinely amused when something is funny and genuinely unbothered when it isn't is rare, and that authenticity is magnetic. Real reactions, even neutral ones, are 1,000 times more attractive than constant performed approval. This doesn't mean be stone-faced. It doesn't mean stop laughing. It means let your reactions be real. If something genuinely cracks you up, let it. If something doesn't land, you don't have to manufacture a response. A slight smile, a calm look, an honest, "that's interesting," instead of fake laughter. Realness over performance, every single time. When your reactions are authentic, she starts to trust them, and when she makes you actually laugh, she knows it means something. That real reaction becomes something she wants to earn again. That's the kind of dynamic that creates genuine pull. Number 4, you explain yourself when nobody asked. Pay attention to this one because it shows up in so many different ways, and almost every guy does it. You mention you're tired and immediately add why. You show up slightly late and you've already got the explanation ready before anyone reacts. You make a decision and then spend the next 2 minutes justifying it unprompted. You say something slightly opinionated and instantly soften it with, "But I mean, that's just my take. You might see it differently. I don't know." This is over-explaining, and it's one of the most consistent low-value signals there is. Here's why it happens. It comes from the fear of being judged. There's this low-level